tonight.
That is your sister, and you just swatted her off like a fly. I'm really gonna have to pull out my big guns on this one.
3 feuding sisters with a disturbing past.
Child molester there.
A child molester? How do you know?
Can Iyanla prevent a total breakdown?
You don't have a relationship. None of you.
Or will this reunion go off the rails?
Left us. Excuse me, where are you going? Excuse me.
I'm out of here.
Where are you going?
Yes, come on.
Next.
Life happens to everybody, even me. Life didn't care that I had written a bunch of books, traveled the world speaking, married the love of my life, lived in my dream home, and made a bunch of money. And then life left me broke and feeling broken. The only way to get back was to do the work. I did my work and put my life back together piece by piece. I am Iyanla Van Zandt, and I am here to help you do your work.
It is an absolutely gorgeous day here in Detroit. I'm here to help some sisters, a set of twins and an elder sister who've had a breakdown. They've lost trust. In fact, they haven't even been in the same room together for 4 years. Now that is a breakdown. 49-year-old Yolanda wrote me because she says she desperately wants to mend the broken relationships she has with her twin sister Pam and her older sister Yasmin. She says the wounds go back to when they were all children. Yolanda has been seriously ill over the past few years and wants this fixed before it's too late. So the team's here, I'm here, I got my purse and my suitcase. Let's get to work.
All the sisters sent a message for you.
Okay.
And they have
A sisterhood message.
I'm one of the 3 sisters, and our relationship is non-existent. My oldest is Yasmin. I don't trust her as far as I can throw a rock. Yasmin displays her emotions by being distant, by throwing you out, by being cold.
Pam, I just think Pam's damn mean.
This is nasty.
I think Yo exaggerates her sickness or injuries to get attention. Yes, I do.
They were never, ever
I don't know,
bonded.
because I'm not.
I was out looking for my ex, and when I found him, he was drunk along with my sister Yasmin and her friends, and naked in the pool.
Naked? Did she say naked in the pool?
Town to see the family, and I spent about 45 minutes with me.
So hurt. They're all so hurt.
If my sisters and I do not resolve our issues, what will happen is one of us will die, the other 2 will attend the funeral, and we'll look back and say, why didn't I do something?
I see more of a willingness to be right than a willingness to heal. I asked Yolanda, Pam, and Yasmin to meet me in the home they grew up in. It's a rental now that just happens to be vacant. These sisters haven't been inside the house since their mom died more than 10 years ago. I think this place holds a lot of memories, secrets, and clues to why they can't get along. Pam is the first sister to arrive.
Not sure what to expect. I guess I'm just hoping for closure. I don't know.
Pam,
Yes.
I'm Iyanla. How are you?
Hi.
Good to see you.
Nice to
And
meet you.
I went to... Give me a kiss.
No.
No kiss? A hug?
No. We'll shake hands
No?
for now.
Wow, what's that about?
I don't know you.
Let me ask you a question. Are you open to being totally and completely supported?
I think I am.
So this is what I want you to do. I want you to put your head right here.
No.
Let's do a new thing. Just put your head right there. It's a shoulder.
I'll
That's what
compromise
support-
and do a hug.
A hug?
I'll do that.
Hell, I'll take a hug.
Okay.
Come on. Okay, now we're gonna do a real hug. Come on. Come on. Let me show you what it looks like to be supported.
No.
Okay,
No,
that's
no,
enough?
no. That's enough.
Okay. So where does that come from?
Where does what come from?
Rejecting love.
I don't know.
I'm here to help you. And love is the greatest help of all. Come on. You open the door. Wow. Ooh. Let's try the kitchen.
Wow.
Does it look familiar?
Looks small.
Any good memories here?
No.
Pam, can you do me a favor? When you talk to me, look at me. It's a new thing, baby. It's a new thing. Okay, so what happens when you do that?
Do what?
Look at me. Look at anybody.
It's harder to hang on to control.
Yeah, well, you know what? You're gonna have to surrender control in order to get the healing and the help that you want. I see the trauma in your body. I see the terror. I see it. I see it. I see it.
Okay.
Why don't we sit at the kitchen table? Tell me about you and your sisters here, because you're a twin.
Right.
And you're not close to your twin.
No.
What kind of heartbreak is that?
I don't know if it's a heartbreak because the closeness disappeared when we were young kids, when all the crap started.
Tell me about the breakdown.
Well, one summer we were standing out the back door and I was about 5. And one of the neighbors had built a desk for me. And he brought it over to the house and asked my mom if I could have it. And I distinctly remember thinking at the age of 5, if my mother allowed me to accept that desk, she was accepting the behavior that was going on, that it was okay.
What behavior?
That a neighbor was taking advantage of me.
So am I hearing you say that this gentleman who built a desk for you was violating you?
Yes.
And you believe that your mother knew that?
I have to believe it because later in life there was another neighbor. And because my mother and I didn't have a relationship, I used to write things down and she found it. And her answer to that was, don't you ever speak of this again. When you lose your childhood, you no longer think like a child. You build the necessary defenses to move on.
But the truth of the matter is you're still a child, right now, sitting here at this table today. And instead of nurturing her, instead of giving her an opportunity to speak, what you do to yourself is the same thing your mother did to you. Shut down, act like you don't know, act like it isn't going on. It's hard when a little girl loses her innocence and people act like it doesn't matter. And what I want you to know, even more important than that, is that from where I sit, you matter. You matter. What happened to you mattered. And I'm sorry that you had to go through that alone. Nobody should have to go through that alone. Pam's sisters, Iyanla and Yasmin, are minutes away.
I'm really hoping that my sisters and I can really become closer. It's been a very long time.
My worry about today is it's going to be a little roast on Yasmin.
As we wait for them to arrive, Pam and I take a tour of their now empty childhood home.
It used to be Mom's room. And I just remember one time coming in here and it was dark. And I was scared. Oh, it's when I would hear footsteps at nighttime. And Mom wouldn't let me in.
In the bedroom?
Yeah.
Why not?
She blew me off, like she always did. This was Yaz's room when we were teens.
Yaz had her own room?
Yaz was kind of put on the pedestal. Mom put a lot of energy into Yaz. She focused on her a lot.
Any good memories in here?
No. Things happened in this house.
I think one of your sisters are here. Can I go with you as you open your door?
How about you open it and I'll stand behind you?
Oh, no. You're going to do your own work. Okay, which sister do you hope it's not?
I hope it's not Yasmin. I'm not quite ready to deal with her. She's like a hurricane.
That's all. Let's open the door.
Hi, hon. My name's Yasmin. I grew up in this house.
You did. Do you
Come
know
in.
this woman right here? I'm here in Detroit with 3 sisters, Pam, Iyanla, and Yasmin. They say their feuding has kept them apart for more than 4 years. I've asked them to meet me at their childhood home. It's been 10 years since they have been back here. I want to pull back the layers of this breakdown. What's caused it? And what's their big secret? Pam was the first to arrive, and her pain, palpable. Come on, let me show you what it looks like to be supported. No. Okay, that's enough?
No, that's enough.
I think one of your sisters are here. I don't know who.
I hope it's not Yasmin. I'm not quite ready to deal with her.
Let's open the door.
Hi, hon. My name's Yasmin. I grew up in this house.
You did. Do you know this woman right here?
Oh my God, Pam! Oh, I didn't even recognize you. I'm so sorry. Oh my Lord! I didn't even recognize you.
So, hi,
Hi,
Yasmin. I'm Iyanla, and I'm here to support you and your sisters in your healing.
Okay, roger that.
All right.
Oh, that's Pam. You look just like Mom. Oh my Lord! Look how small the house looks.
Yeah. As Yasmin walks through the house, I notice a change in Pam's demeanor. Can I ask you a question? Have you noticed, just noticed, that your sister is traumatized by your presence? Have you noticed that?
No.
Oh. Well, it could be the fact that you walked in and although you're here to heal with her, you open your mouth and say you didn't even recognize who she was. Could be that. It's not only dishonorable, disrespectful, unkind, and unloving. And for me, inappropriate behavior.
No problem.
Just want you to know.
Hey, no problem, baby girl.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. How old are you?
50.
Okay, I'm older than you.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
not your baby girl.
Got it. Yes, ma'am.
Let's be clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
No problem.
Can we go in the room for a minute? Come sit over here. Come on, sit down with
No,
your sister.
go ahead.
No. Come sit
No,
down.
time's limited.
Something new. Something new. Come on. Take a breath.
I'm sitting.
Take a breath. While the sisters catch up, Pam seems uneasy and on edge. So wasn't as bad as you thought, was it?
No, she's behaving just like I figured she would. Yaz knows she's a hurricane. She likes to be the center of attention. I am the opposite of it. And that's all, I mean.
Well, how do you sit in the midst of a hurricane and be
Quietly.
okay?
Just quietly.
Why are you here?
To get a closer relationship with my sisters.
For what reason? For what purpose?
We're on the backspring of our lives, and I don't believe that one of us, God forbid, should pass and say, I should have said this, should have done this. We already walked down that trail with my mother. We don't need to walk down it again.
I just believe that we're going to be able to get through this. I do. I really feel it in my heart that we will find a way to get through this.
Oh, there's an old knock at the door again. Hello?
That didn't sound like yo.
Hey, yo, what's up, girl?
Oh, Yasmin, my God, you look terrific.
Thanks, baby girl. You look fantastic yourself. Have a seat, baby girl.
Hi, I'm
Thank you
Iyanla.
for
How are
having
you?
us
Thank you for
and
writing me.
my letter.
Thank you for
Thank you.
writing me.
Thank you. Yeah, you look great, Pam. Let me look at your nails.
No, don't.
Why?
Because I'm not comfortable with that, yo.
I just want to tell you we're pretty.
Thanks.
Okay. Yasmin, who did your hair?
Okay, hold up here. Hold up. That is your sister. And you just swatted her off like a fly. But you say you come here to heal. That's your twin. You were in the womb together. You've got to become aware of your behavior in order to change it. Why would you swat her away? Why would you do that?
Because she's trying to bring attention to me and I don't like it.
This ain't about what you like. This is about what needs to be healed. Do a new thing. Either you come present to this moment and the opportunity to heal, or I'm out. I'm out. Why am I here?
To help our relationship.
Really? You don't have a relationship. None of you. What you have is wounds and breakdown. That's what you got. Either we gonna do this or we not. You gonna do it? You gonna do it? You gonna do it?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's go in the backyard.
Our tree.
It's
Papa.
gone.
Remember when Papa put that there for
Yeah.
us girls?
Yeah, I remember.
My Papa planted this tree for us girls to let us, to remind us that we're a family and it will grow with us, you know.
Well, you think it being cut down might have some significance? The fact that y'all are in total breakdown. Come on, let's take a walk. Okay, who lived there?
A child
when you were
molester.
growing up? Excuse me?
Child molester.
A child molester lived there.
Yeah.
How do you know?
And right there, peeping Tom there, child molester
Right there,
there.
And they hurt a lot
three
of
of
other
them.
girls on the street.
Did they hurt you?
I think I don't remember.
Is that the truth?
Yeah.
Did he hurt you?
Yes.
Which one? This one or that one?
This individual, that individual, and the neighbor when he was doing Miles cabinets.
So are you telling me that you lived in that house with your mother and that adult male that lived there, and down there,
And then
They used to
over there.
babysit us.
that your mother left you with men who violated you? She left you with men who violated you. I didn't say she knew they were going to violate you.
She left
you-
us with women whose husbands were doing the violating.
So you knew he violated her?
Years later.
Did you
much-
know he violated her?
No. I knew something was wrong with Pam because her and I being twins and being so close at age 9, I went to our mother and I said, Mama, how come Pam won't play with me anymore? And she said to me, she's just tired, dear.
I didn't think Ma knew.
She knew.
How do you know?
Because I knew.
Because you're a mother. That's how you know. When you're a mother, you know. You notice changes in your little girl.
You're a mom, you protect your children.
And we're not talking about a one-time violation. We're talking about
Years.
repeated.
Yes.
Repeated.
I'd like to know what it feels like to be a child.
You know what you did was wrong, Yasmin.
I'm wrong. I am terribly wrong.
Excuse me. Hello.
I'm out of here.
You walk away, Yaz. You'll really be on your own this time.
I'm here in Detroit, where 3 sisters, Yolanda, Pam, and Yasmin, say they just can't get along.
I have felt that my sisters have never respected me.
Yasmin, I don't trust her as far as I can throw a rock.
Pam, I just think Pam's damn mean.
Yasmin and Pam say that when they were little girls, they were sexually abused for years by men in their neighborhood. Yolanda says she doesn't remember if it happened to her.
A child molester lived there. How do you know?
And right there, peeping Tom there, child molester there. I didn't think Ma knew. How do you know?
Because I knew. You're a mom, you protect your children.
I feel these sisters never dealt with the pain this caused, making it impossible for them to have a healthy relationship with each other now. Each sister had a different experience with their mother growing up. This is the first time the sisters say they have seen each other in 4 years. I brought them all back to their childhood home, a place they haven't been in more than a decade. It's empty now, but full of secrets. I want to find out if these sisters are really ready to heal. Who is going to step up and be brave enough to put it all on the table?
Are you aware that the way you treat each other and the way you treat yourself is the way your mother treated you? Are you aware of that?
No.
I know you want to believe Mom did the best she could with what she had. And maybe there's some truth to that. I don't know. In my opinion, I raised myself. I did what I wanted to do because she was incapable of raising me.
What was she doing?
Nothing. I'm sorry.
I just have a different opinion.
I know
that's
you
it.
do. That's
And
fine.
that's
You're entitled to it. I'm telling
Yeah.
you mine.
Yes.
She did this when it came to me. I didn't exist in her life. I know you had a different relationship. It's hard to admit that your parent isn't a good parent. And it's really hard to say when you have sisters who I thought looked up to my mom, especially Yaz, because her mom, from my eyes, had a relationship. She got the attention that we all needed.
Are there some things you would like to say to your sister?
No.
Nothing at all.
Anything she has done to me that harmed me, I've either forgotten or forgiven and carried on.
You know what?
I can't hold a
You
grudge.
gonna make me get up and go get my notes from my producer. Do you want me to do that?
Go ahead.
Or are you gonna be woman enough to sit in your sister's face and say to her what you said about her?
I told her, but she knows I don't trust her. She don't trust me.
Are you gonna be woman enough?
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't know you didn't trust me.
Whatever you gotta say, you say it to her now.
I don't like you being a hurricane. You come in and it's like you just suck the life out. When you come in, it's like I don't exist anymore. You just got to be that center of attention, and I don't like what comes with it. You use your body to draw people in.
You're a bitch.
It's wrong. No.
You left us. That day Mom died. After all that crap here with you.
You guys had me thrown out of Ma's house.
Shut up, let me finish. I had asked you if you would please stay one more day, and you said you had to go home, and I wanted you to be with me when Mom died. I needed you. I didn't know where to go when you guys left.
Put your head right there.
I just wanted you
I didn't know better. She did the best she could in that moment. Both of you were motherless children. Both of you were taught to abandon. What I see with these sisters is that they are scared, hurt, shut down little girls. Their issues were never addressed when they were very young, so they are emotionally stuck in that space. They never learned how to be there for each other. I want them to look into the eyes of the one person who I think could have prevented some of this pain, their mother, Gertrude. What if she just passed on to you her brokenness,
That's what she did.
her damage?
We were just discussing that if something might have happened to Mom. Remember?
What if all she had to give you was her brokenness? What if?
I don't know.
What if? But regardless of what she gave you, you still got each other.
Oh, yeah, those are pictures I sent you guys.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty cool, eh?
I never
That's
got
the
those.
80s.
Where are these people?
They died.
No, they didn't.
They did too. They died a long time ago.
Yeah, we changed.
I want you to repeat this and we'll complete it, okay?
Okay.
Even though
Even though
Even though
we grew up
we
grew up.
wounded
wounded,
wounded.
and feeling alone,
And feeling alone.
Go back and say wounded.
Wounded and feeling alone.
Cut off, Yaz.
come on, Yasmin.
we're still willing
We're still willing
Still willing.
to love and accept each other.
to love and accept each
Accept
other.
us.
Even though
Even though.
Gertrude failed us.
Even though Gertrude failed us.
Even though.
I'm not saying that. I am not convinced on whether or not Ma knew everything was going on before or after. I know after. But until I am proven that she was aware of what was going on during, I'm not going to make a statement like that.
It
Sorry.
was her job to know.
And how many
And
parents
she
happen
didn't
today
know.
don't even know what's happening to their kids?
Absolutely. We're not saying that it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It's happening right now. But until you can acknowledge that, beloved, you're not going to heal.
Well, then I'm sorry. I'm not going to acknowledge it.
It would have been easier if the three of us just got together and dealt with everything. But we didn't. I think with Mom's passing, that was the hardest blow for all of us.
Because
Because you didn't get to address issues with her.
Yeah, in my case, didn't get to address the issues, but without her in the picture, she created another hole.
Tell me something you're aware of now that you weren't aware of when we sat down.
I think that I was really angry with my mom. I was pissed at her. And I think bringing it up does help. Because that hole is really deep.
Don't cry. I love you. Don't worry. We'll get through this.
And isn't it interesting that both of y'all can see it and she can't?
I don't really feel you're feeling genuine love. I think, especially from us.
I'm just not as emotional as you guys are.
I think you hide behind that stuff.
Is there anything else you need to say to her right now?
I was really angry with Yasmin. She knows
really
exactly
angry with you.
what it was about. My ex was in her pool naked with her and her friends, and you looked directly at me and laughed. And you called me up and you said, "Oh, yo, I got your man here." You know you did that, Yasmin.
You have never done anything inappropriate.
I am not bringing up the past like that, Yasmin.
She's trying to slip.
You know what you did was wrong, Yasmin.
Where are you
I'm
going?
wrong. I am terribly
I
sorry.
didn't f your old man to do something nasty like that.
Hello?
Airport, please. Yes, come on.
Will you please stay?
I'm in Detroit to support three sisters who can't get along. I brought Yasmin, Yolanda, and Pam back to their childhood home. It's a scary place for them, and I feel facing the past is becoming too much for Yasmin.
You know what you did was wrong, Yasmin. Where are you
I'm wrong. I am terribly
Where are you going?
like
Excuse
that.
me? Hello?
She left the space so she didn't have to acknowledge her wrongdoing. Can you hear me?
Love my sisters. They're not in the front row of my life. They're in maybe the third row.
Stop trying to get her to admit what she did. She will never admit it until she's ready. Don't act like you don't see her defects, because you do. Just don't beat her up about it.
This isn't the first, let's roast Yasmin. So I don't worry about it. And my sisters obviously are a little more emotional than I am. And that's okay. Am I drudging up things 20, 30 years ago? No, I don't do that, because it's over. My sisters want to blame my mother. Let them.
It's not about blaming.
They
it's
want
about
to blame
sharing their experience.
everything I have ever done when I'm not dwelling up the past. Let them. They live in the past. They can't move forward.
Yasmin made a commitment to this process, and I don't want her to give up. Leaving may be her pattern, her defense mechanism for when things get too tough. Will you give me 7 minutes? No. Will you give me 7 minutes?
I'm a little bitch. There's my gutter mouth sister.
I don't have
sorry,
anything to
I
do
don't
with that.
need to be
I don't have
associated with people like
anything
that.
to do with that. I'm concerned
I'm going
now
back
about,
home.
So then you really are abandoning your commitment.
I guess so.
So what are you saying to your sisters now?
I'm saying bye. I'll my luggage and let me make a call for a cab.
Yasmin.
Here you go.
Yes, let's talk. Come on,
Away. This soldier's out of here.
If I go in there, I'll break her neck.
Excuse me? Not on my watch.
Oh, okay.
Not on my watch.
I'm right here.
Not on my watch.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yes, come on, let's talk. Yes, come on.
Don't block her. Let her
You
go.
made an agreement.
You can walk with her.
And watch me
You can
walk
walk with
away.
us. Come on.
Yes.
No, Pam.
Yes,
Sorry.
nobody's ganging up on you.
I know this is difficult.
I don't need to subject myself to that.
To what?
Being called a bitch.
Why are you focusing on that?
Yeah, and I'll be on the corner waiting for you. All right, thank you very much.
Well, here comes Pam. She's right there.
I'll let her come.
What do you think would happen if you just acknowledge your feelings? What do you think would happen?
I'm out of
Yes.
here. No, Pam,
Come
I'm
on.
out of here.
Do you
Knowing
know what
things don't
happened?
go away, yes.
I'm out of here.
Do you know what happened?
Joe called her out on something, yes, doesn't like it, she stormed off. Okay, you're mad at Yo.
Then you know what?
Okay?
Love ya.
Yes.
You, Yo, have a good
Yes.
time. No,
This is
I'm
your
outta here.
way of copping out.
Pam,
No.
call it any way you want.
Yes. Come
What
on.
we want to
Just
call
do
it is love and healing.
No.
We
I'm
want
outta
to call it
Yes,
love
you don't
and
like the fact
healing.
that Yo called you out. Sit down and talk to us about it. Yes, come on. One more shot.
How? Listen to the question. I'm asking you for what you want.
Closer relationship, that's it.
Yeah, but
Nothing
sometime
more.
to get to that, Yasmin, you gotta walk through the hard parts. You gotta walk through the hard parts. And this is the hard part.
Yes,
so that
this isn't easy to do, okay? Nobody's ganging up on you and nobody's ganging up on Mom. We just want to get the issues resolved so we can at least get along as sisters, okay? You know, if you walk away, yes, you'll really be on your own this time.
I'm out of here.
Okay, I give. Stick it out, yes.
Bye, Pam.
there's gonna be a consequence to this.
Come on, you just stop. That's how they get when they're angry. I walk away. Don't need the
But
drama,
that's what
baby.
defense mechanisms. They get riled up, you
They get
walk
ugly.
away. You can make another choice. It's your choice.
Okay, thank
Need
you.
not be.
Thank you for respecting.
Need not be. You can always make another choice. She is in so much fear. My heart just really goes out to her. You know, she's got to push through this, or it probably will destroy this relationship forever. She's in a lot of fear and a lot of pain. Bless her heart. Yolanda, my beloved, come here. It's okay, sweetie. It's okay.
What was wrong with you?
Oh, that's okay. But you called her out of her name. You called her out of her name.
What was that, bitch?
Yeah. But in the process of healing, you can't stick your finger in somebody's wound. She's in total terror. Can you be bigger than yourself right now and just apologize to her for calling her out of her name? Doesn't mean she has to accept it. It just means
Can I walk away after I say I'm sorry for calling you a
it's your
bitch?
sister. Why would you walk away? Apologize and ask her what you can do to make it better. And she may say nothing.
I can't.
Be bigger. Be bigger.
Okay, that's a little better. I'll be the bigger person. Yasmin.
Yes, come on.
Yasmin, I tried to tell you. I
Yes,
shouldn't
come
have
on.
called. Yasmin. Yasmin, I love you. I didn't mean to say a bad name.
Bye, Yo.
Will you please stay?
Yes, come on. Yes, put aside your anger.
She's telling me to go ahead.
Go. You don't have to stop them. Thank you.
Whatever. She wants to be that way, let her be that way.
I love you.
Oh, God.
I don't know, Pam. What are we gonna do now?
I don't know.
What did I do? That was so.
You called her a bitch and gave her an excuse to leave.
I
Yes,
shouldn't
come
have
on.
called you that name.
She's apologizing to you.
What's the story you telling yourself?
Today was wasted
Why?
because we didn't solve everything.
You weren't gonna solve everything today.
Well, we were hoping. At least I
Well.
was.
Still two of y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
We'd
there's
like
three
it
of
to be
us.
three of us.
Yeah, but you know what? She can't do it till she's ready. And regardless of what this looks like, your job is to see the good in her no matter what. That's your job as a sister. You may love her, but not her behavior. And
Right.
this was wrongdoing and bad behavior. And you don't have to condone it.
I don't do it to her. I do not do that to
You
her.
called her the B word. That's a violation.
She didn't like the truth, did she?
You can't force it down her throat. Be bigger.
I just said the truth. She didn't like it. Let's move, please.
We can move. Wait a minute. How could you have done it better? Because if you keep doing what you've always done, you're going to keep getting what you always got.
She hurt me so much by what she did.
What she did wasn't personal to you. It was personal to her. And you could have chosen to be bigger, and you didn't.
But what did I do that was so...
You called her a bitch and gave her an excuse to leave.
She already had that set in her mind. Oh, trust me, we know her.
But see, you don't. This is the problem. You
look what she
don't
just
know
did.
each other.
When she doesn't like something,
You
she
don't
walks.
know who you are today. You are not those sisters in that cramped up house with a mother who has checked out and a father who has gone. You don't know her. You don't know who you are today. Now you're doing the very same thing that Yasmin did, holding on to your position.
Yeah, I know, it's true.
See, but at least you can say I know it's true. Thank you, God. Y'all ain't such tough cookies after all.
Oh, yes, we are. We're just a little
Can I ask you a
hard-headed.
question?
We just like to hold our ground if somebody we feel violate our space.
That's because you were violated, but that's not going on now. You're not being violated now. Right now, you're being healed. You're not being violated. So you don't have to act with that behavior. Do you get that, Pam?
Yeah, I get it.
I knew. I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't seem...
Well, stop talking about it. Say, you know what? I
Right.
forgive myself. I forgive myself for
calling-
holding on to my position.
I forgive myself for calling her a bad name.
I forgive myself for holding on to my position. I
could've
forgive
been-
myself.
I could have been the bigger person.
I forgive myself
I forgive
for
myself.
not recognizing my sister's pain.
I didn't, did I?
No, you didn't. Can you forgive yourself for it?
Heck yeah.
All right. Whew. Well, I tell you, y'all is a rough bunch up in here. I grew up in the hood, and I ain't never seen nothing like this. In this small house in the Detroit suburbs, three sisters never learned how to get along. Years later, the struggle continues. I feel for Yasmin, the oldest, facing her past was too much. She wasn't ready today, and that's okay.
She's apologizing to you.
For twins Pam and Yolanda, this can be a new beginning. So, we've taken Papa's tree for a new beginning.
It's perfect.
And turned it into a table.
That's perfect.
It's important for Yasmin's presence to be acknowledged so she will know she always has a seat at this table. So we lost the branch, but we still got our stump. Opportunity to begin again. So what do you make up that three sisters in one house, each of you having this horrific experience, and neither one of you knew? What do you make up about that?
We were taught to keep our mouths shut, keep everything a secret. So that's what we did.
Is it possible that you had to push each other away to avoid revealing the secret?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Pam, when you got here, you weren't capable of holding my hand.
Yeah, but I know my limits. I know how to protect myself, I guess.
What if you don't need protection anymore? What if there's no threat of harm or danger anymore? Because the same limits that you put up to keep yourself safe are the limits that keep your sister out.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I see.
She doesn't know it's a wall of protection. She just knows it's a wall.
There's something there, I know. It's keeping the distance between us.
I didn't look at it that way.
So maybe for the first time, you sisters can share your hearts with one another. And keep the door open for Yasmin.
We just got to give her time, and we love her. We just want the best for her. So
Yeah.
we just want the best for each other.
Anything else on your heart?
I really do believe that my sister Pam has always been beautiful inside and out. It's the truth, Pam. You're beautiful.
I have an idea that will hopefully symbolize a new beginning for these sisters.
It's a place they can go and remember their commitment to each other.
So ladies, this is the path to wellness at the Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital. Considering that we just had our dinner on the stump of what used to be your tree, I thought that we could plant you a new tree
Oh, that's so nice of
in
you.
a public place where you can come and visit it, where people are healing just like you'll be healing. Are we going to give her a name? Why not Gertie? So that she will be growing a new life too. How about that?
Before I leave, I have one last request for Pam and Yolanda. I want them to write their greatest wish for each other and for their sister Yasmin, and then send their prayers out into the universe.
Oh, it's so cool.
Hey!
See, she doesn't know how much she is loved and blessed. One of the things I learned today was that we were all hiding secrets.
We were all going through the same thing, just didn't know about it. God, I love you too, Yo-Yo.
Thanks.
Miss Gertie's tree, a symbol of new life, rebirth, and regeneration. You know, we don't know how big and grand and fabulous this tree will go. Everybody wants to see the end result. But fixing doesn't take you to the end result. It takes you through a process of healing, of growing, of regeneration. And you can't do it until you're ready. In the meantime, my wish for you, stay in peace.